boy Cozy for real. My nigga.
So no.
Back with another vid, man. We cooking up, man. It's another One Piece vid, as you know. Mugiwara. You know what I mean?
Shit.
We doing, as you know, we coming up on the last, the final saga. So we gotta give y'all our top 5 most anticipated fights that's coming up in One Piece. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of bangers, but it's only so many that can happen. You know what I'm saying? On my list, I went with fights that I feel like are for sure going to happen. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, like there's two on my list that I was fighting for, but one of them is more plausible than the other. So I had to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So at number 5, I'm gonna start us off.
Talk to me.
I got your boy.
My boy?
Sanji versus Marcus Mars. I feel like that's definitely gotta happen.
Okay.
I feel like Oda throwing us off with him clashing with Venus Zoro now. Like, you thought Zoro was gonna clash with the swordsman, but I feel like, of course, we gotta get Sanji versus Marcus Mars, especially going off portrayals. They looking like the top 2 Gorosei right now. So you know what I'm saying, with Sanji and Zoro being the wings of the Pirate King, it'll only be right that they fight the top 2 Gorosei and Luffy fight Imu. You know.
And the styles, because they're both aerial fighters. They both have fire abilities. The style, hey, this is a good style matchup right there. I like that pick. And number 5, and this might be very low for some people, but it's just the abilities of one person I'm particularly not a fan of, so that's why it's low for me. But still on the list. At number 5, I got Mugiwara versus Imu. Luffy versus Imu at number 5. It might be a little low.
Didn't make my list.
Okay. That'll feel better.
That shit didn't even make my list, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, it might not have made the list, but I feel like Imu could be a dog.
Yeah, I just gotta see more Imu. I gotta see more Imu, and I'm more attached to Blackbeard as a villain than Imu. So
I remember reading the chapters, right, when Nefertari, as soon as Nefertari said D, Imu was like D and attacked immediately. I was like, oh, Imu might be a dog. Imu might be a dog just off of that. So that's why I got him on the list. Luffy versus Imu.
I left him off the list. I left him on the list. At number 4, I got the man, the myth, the legend. Well, 2 legends really, low key. I ain't gonna lie, 2 legends one of them already a legend. The other one a legend in the making, low key. Shanks versus Blackbeard, man. Number 4. As I feel, I'm one of them niggas, low key. I think Shanks might die. I don't know for sure, but I'm on that side. So that's definitely a fight I gotta see. No off screen, no none of that. I gotta see the full.
Yeah, we don't know any of these off screen. Oda losing points.
Yeah, cause we got teased with them fighting way back when or whenever. That gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's how Shanks got his scar. We at least gotta either see that fight or they gotta fight present day. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely gotta see it.
My number 4 is Shanks vs. Blackbeard. So let's talk about it. Hey, my number 4. Hey, listen, I made a tweet, right? Someone John on Twitter. I said, this is just all like crazy hypothetical. What if Blackbeard pull up on Shanks and Blackbeard we know has to win that fight? He kills Shanks, but Shanks already got the straw hat from Luffy. What if he pull up on Shanks, kill Shanks, and pull up on Luffy with the straw hat? That's disrespectful. What if we see Blackbeard say ha with the straw hat right in front of Luffy like this? That's disrespectful. That's an abomination. We can't have that.
Nah, Samu, you.
They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown.
Oh, hey, you know how I do.
Give him the ISO. That'll be crazy. Give him the ISO.
Hey,
you let him cook. That'll be
man.
crazy.
Hey, that'll be crazy. I'm in A-Town. Pass me the pen. Pass me the pen for 1 second. I'll write it. Pass me the
crazy.
pen.
I ain't gonna lie, gang. That'll be crazy, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Let him cook. That would be crazy. I never even thought of it.
That would be nasty. Cause Luffy gonna give him that straw hat.
Luffy gonna see the straw. He gonna. I can see the look on Luffy.
I don't need no goofy stuff. I don't need no goofy
that nigga Luffy he gonna hit the gear second pose. He not even gonna gear. He gonna hit the. He gonna hit boy. That's so big. Oh my god, that'll be crazy. That'll be peak.
Oh my god. No other manga messing with One Piece.
I might move that to number 1 just off this conversation.
Hey,
That might be number one to stop this conversation.
Oh my God. Listening, just pass me a little 5% of the profit. I ain't gonna say nothing. A little 5%.
That'd be crazy.
Number 3, what you got?
At number 3, man. One of the most anticipated fights of One Piece. Come on, man. It's like bread and butter, jelly and jam. You know what I'm saying? They just go together. You know what I mean?
Sugar type beat.
You know what I mean? Cereal and milk. Zoro versus Mihawk.
Too low?
Come
too
on,
low?
man.
Question mark?
No. Cause my top two crazy. But Zoro versus Mihawk, we all know the deal. She song. You know what I mean? Come on, man. We gotta get that rematch. The greatest swordsman alive. But I will say, I do want to see Zoro versus Zoro. Maybe a little, like, if it's Zoro versus Mihawk, I do want to see Zoro versus Zoro. I want to see that shit real. I ain't gonna lie. That shit gonna be heat.
After hearing you put that at 3, it makes me want to, switch some of my rankings, but I'm going to keep what I got, right? Number 3. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's fitting that he's at number 3. I got the man, the myth, the legend, Wanji versus Kizaru.
That's not going to happen.
We don't know. Hey, it might.
It's going to happen, bro. Come on.
Hey, that's why I said 3 and not 2 and not 1, because the other ones are more plausible.
That's not going to happen.
It might.
Not going to happen.
You know the opening.
I think he's up.
Hey.
That is.
You seen that opening? Hey. It's a possibility.
But why? But after Egghead, why?
Final saga, anything can happen.
You think he's always still gonna be a Marine?
He might be. Final saga, anything can happen. It's lower. It's low. It's not as plausible as my 2 and 1. So that's why I got that.
He's heavily conflicted though. Heavily. He don't like this shit no more.
He just lost his boy. Yeah.
And he killed this boy.
Hey,
he killed this boy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I hear you. But a man can dream.
A man's dream never ends.
Hey, fact.
Hey. Number 2, man. A lot of people think Luffy's gonna fight this guy. But I think the way Oda has been writing the story and the parallel between these two characters, I think when we get either one of their backstories, we gonna see why they have to fight each other.
Oh, I know.
They have to fight each other. Dragon versus Akainu.
Talk.
They have to fight. I want to see Luffy fight Akainu, but Dragon versus Akainu, they have to fight. And I'll give my reasoning. Even besides the backstory, which I know we're going to get, and I know it's going to give more story. Pure speculation. Dragon was a Marine. He had to have come up with Akainu. That's for a fact. They was Marines around the same time. They had to have been. They was trained together. They have some type of history together. Fact. Luffy as a pirate, as a free man, as somebody who lives on his own volition, he's gonna come to his senses about the whole Ace situation. He's not gonna get revenge on Akainu for Ace, because like Ace, he's gonna look back at Marineford and realize Ace died on his own. Luffy did everything he did. Niggas forget he freed Ace. He freed Ace. Went back and fought Akainu because Ace disrespected his pops, not Luffy's pop. Not Ace went out like Ace wanted to go out and died protecting his pop's honor. If Luffy don't respect that, I'ma low-key look at the story a little bit different. Because Luffy is a man of he respects everybody's choices. If he can't respect his big brother choice, what we doing?
Great.
And Luffy just got bigger fish to fry. Blackbeard, Emu. I don't want to see him fight Akainu. No. And I've already seen Akainu do mad shit. I feel like I don't want to see Gear 5 versus Volcano. I don't want to see that. Nah, I'm good.
That's good. That's good pick. My number 2.
You got to I had to get one too. My bad. I had to get one too.
My number 2. I got your boy. I got Zoro versus Mihawk. I got Zoro versus Mihawk. Hey. I seen the post way back when saying, will One Piece ever have a fight as anticipated as Gojo versus Sukuna? Maybe not, but Zoro vs. Mihawk was one that's been anticipated since way back when. Hey, I'll tell you this, Oda though. I need about 3-4 chapters. None of that switching POVs.
Boxing.
Choreography on point.
I don't want to see nothing else when that fight happens. I don't want to see Nothing.
I don't need to see Sanji. I don't need to see Luffy. I need boxing. Boxing.
I don't want to see. I'm talking about like straight and Zoro got the do-rag on from the start. From the start. He walked up and he's like, "Oh, you already know what time."
Not too much talking, bro. Not too much talking either, bro.
And he walking up. Come back. I'm talking about no speaking. None.
We have yet to see a single named attack from Dracula Mihawk. Not one.
Talk.
Save him for Zoro.
Not one. I don't want to see one. I'm saving all. I don't want to see not. I don't want to. I
can go for one. I can go for one.
Cause you know. No, I can't. Cause you know what niggas gonna do. You get one named attack, then everybody on fucking Reddit, they got a whole theory on all the rest of this nigga's attacks and what his shit related to. He a Spanish conquistador, all this shit. No, I don't want none of that. No speculation, no none of that. We go into that Zoro fight blind, and we see Zoro dog it.
Hey, what if the final panel we get a Shishi Soson versus a whatever, hey.
And it go back at full. Come on, man. Nah. That's a great number
2. But
honorable
mentions. Go ahead.
Honorable mentions, man. Honorable mentions. You know we got to do the HM, no Hallmark. At my first honorable mention, I got Kobe versus any top tier. Anybody. It can literally be anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I swear to God, it could be fucking Jinbei. I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't care. You got to be somebody who's good enough to be top 15, top 10. Any of those characters, any Gorosei, Admiral, Yonko, anybody. Kobe versus that nigga, cause I gotta see Kobe. Number 2, and this didn't make my top 5, but I am gonna go Luffy versus Emu. I do want to see it, but I feel like I ain't seen enough from Emu, so Then at number 3, this is a sleeper, but I feel like if Dragon fights Akainu, the only nigga that's still riding for Akainu really hard right now is Rengoku. So Sabo versus Rengoku.
I got Sabo taking that a little clear.
I do have him taking it clear, but I want to see.
For me, I'm glad you said Kobe versus anybody. I was thinking that too, but I just went Kobe versus Luffy. Honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel like Luffy gonna watch that nigga.
At the end, EOS?
How far is EOS? How like cause like
both of them at their peak.
Okay, see, cause at their peak, that Kobe's peak might be past EOS. You know what I'm saying? It might be like epilogue type shit to me.
Okay.
I don't know how, but Oda could write he already did a hockey bloom form with the Honesty Impact. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know how far, but just on trajectory, I don't know how far his hockey's gonna keep blooming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's the only reason I say Luffy's gonna be leagues ahead of him by the end.
I seen other people say Kobe versus Aokiji too. That would be tough. That would be right. My next honorable mention, I talked about how 2 swordsmen were gonna fight. How about 2 gunslingers? Usopp versus Yasop. No, I need some Usopp action. That's my boy Usopp. That's my boy Soga King.
I want to see Usopp versus Van Auger though.
That too.
Usopp versus a real deal sniper.
That too. And the way Van Auger be shifting around with that work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wish I could gonna be on point. Hey. Bro, Van Auger's introduction to the Soul still one of the coldest to me. I ain't gonna cap. That nigga shot some from leagues.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I like that Soga King feat when he was at that tower that was saving Robin. Hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The observation hockey was crazy. Jess Rosa, shout out Jess Rosa. Get a lot of flack as an art, but it got some moments.
My last honorable mention is a dog. Undeniable dog. As soon as he was introduced, I said, hey, he's a dog. Rocks versus Roger and Garp. I need to see it.
Oh yeah.
I need to see it.
Okay.
I need to see it.
I was thinking present day fights. I didn't even think. I
had to get the Duffy for the honorable mentions. Roger with the Divine Departures. Garp with the Galaxy Impacts in his prime. Because the one he did is like, I'm rusty. Let me see that full power versus Rocks.
Full power Galaxy Impact.
What if Rocks got 2 Devil Fruits? What if Rocks had the Yami? Back in the day.
What if Rocks had?
Come on, bro. Rocks. I know Rocks was a demon. That's my last honorable mention. Number one, what you got?
Number one pick, man. I feel like we both probably got the same number one, man. This is the most anticipated. We don't. So you left this off your list.
I must have. Yeah, I left it off. Talk to me. I think I know what you're gonna say though.
This is like the most anticipated fight in One Piece ever.
Yeah.
Luffy versus Blackbeard, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is like the antithesis, two sides of the same coin. I like cherry pie. I hate this cherry pie. This drink is good. This drink is ass. I mean,
I want to know if that cherry pie was good. I want to know.
I really do. That shit did look good. I ain't gonna lie. In that episode, that shit did look good. Okay, but I don't even gotta say too much on that one. The sun god versus the darkness. You know what I'm saying? What we doing?
I didn't have it on that list. I didn't have it on my list because I'm not a big fan of Gear 5. Just me personally. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Gear 5. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan, bro. But my number one, you spoke on it. I remember, man, as a kid, going on Google searching, does Blank have a devil fruit? What's Blank's bounty? Dragon versus Akainu, boy. I gotta see Dragon's power, boy. Win Logia? Dragon fruit? What we doing? Dragon versus Akainu, boy. Akainu was like, oh, Dragon's son? Oh, yeah, I got something for him. Son of Dragon, I got something for him. I need that Akainu versus Dragon.
That nigga don't even call Luffy. That is Dragon's son. You say he's who's son?
I want, bro.
You say that nigga who's son?
I want revolutionaries touching down, getting busy, and then in the shadows, in the dust, we see somebody walking up. Akainu, smoking a cigar like this. And we just seen that good art, last chapter of Akainu. The art gonna be on point. Dragon, what's up? Get the boxing. Ooh.
That's another one of them, like, no words, like, cause
I need a backstory.
That's what I was gonna get at. I feel like by that time, either we gonna already have gotten the backstory, or it's gonna be on some shit like they pull up and you see them looking at each other, and that's when they get into the backstory. Like, it gotta be on some shit like that. Like, oh, why these niggas finna fight? Like,
Akainu be talking trash though. Like, he was talking to Whitebeard. Like, he like to talk. So if they talking a little bit trash, I'm cool with that. But you gotta throw hands.
Oh, no. I feel like Dragon. I feel like we're gonna see a different side of Dragon when we see them fight. Like, he might get in that bag too. Like, you a bitch nigga too. Like, I remember we was in the Marines. He might be like,
I think Sukuna was talking about Yuji's resolve, right? He might tell Dragon might tell Akainu, but your resolve wasn't as strong as mine. You wasn't like that for real. You a pup. You a government dog. I'm a real one.
Dog, nigga. You a dog, nigga, and I'm a dog. You a dog and I'm a dog. What we doing? What we doing, man? Come on, man.
But that's my top 5 anticipated One Piece fights. I wish I had Sanji versus Mars. That was a good pick. I ain't think of that.
I don't know what you was thinking.
I should have picked that. But get us out of here, man.
Come on, man. If you fuck with the vid, I feel like this is one of our most entertaining vids. I ain't gonna lie. But if you fuck with the vid, damn, what if, I done forgot our shit. That's how funny it was. It's Who's Snaking in the building.
Sir.
If you like, comment, subscribe. The nigga, you snaking.